Hey, it's Golden Buddha here, and here I am, back with another unboxing. Now, let's see what's in this little package I got here. I'm sure it's something nice. I'm sure it's something cool. Let's see. I'm just gonna... We got Scissors Chan back right here. Scissors... Okay. Now. Oh, they put a lot of padding in here, it looks like. Okay. Alright, where is it? Is it in here? Oh. Oh boy. Okay, this is Lowlife. This is a little zine. Well, let me get this garbage out the way. Get out of here, you scissors. No, I'm kidding. I love you, scissors. I love you. Let's see. This is a Lowlife. Now, this is a little zine for, I think, like cavern adventures. Maybe it says cave or trinkets right there, so I'm just gonna guess this is for cavern shit. Which is cool. All right. Oh, and this got like, oh, caving equipment, and it's very stylistic. Oh, what is that? That's like a skull of some sort. Oh yeah, I love it. This is super stylistic. All right, let's take a look at these table of contents. We got caving, climbing, tunneling, generating tunnels, tunnel warfare, rare items, spells, hazards, flora, fungi, and monsters, and tunnel rat gear. Okay, so maybe this is like kind of like, what's that one supplement for Lamentations of the Flame Princess? It's like Veins of the Earth, maybe. Let's check this out. Caving. To cave means to explore cave. Yeah, no shit. Here it is used to specify the action of traversing narrow enclosed spaces. To cave means to get down on all fours and cram yourself through very tight passageways. It's messy, risky, and claustrophobic. And that is why you'll never catch me caving or going in any other kind of like cave systems. Like if anybody ever asks, "Hey Alex, do you want to go to like, you know, the Grand Caves in Colorado or wherever the fuck?" I'm just gonna be like, no thank you. I don't need it. I don't need to get stuck in between like two stalactites and... Yeah, no, that's not it. There's nothing down there except death. There's no treasure. There's no creatures to see. In those caves, it's just bad stuff. Anyways. Let's see what we got here. We got passage size. Oh, okay, so it kind of gives oh, and caving pace. Okay, I like this. I'm liking this so far. We got modifiers to caving rolls, and actually, who created this this zine? Let me see. I don't see any. Oh, and what's this? Oh, it comes with like, what is this? Oh, is this like a little adventure or something? Oh, I think so. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, it looks like someone's like scrawlings. I like that. That's really cool. Okay. I think this goes along with it. Beneath Harlow House. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I love the presentation for this right here. Oh, I'm gonna put that to the side. We'll have to take a look at that in a bit. But anyways, let's go back. What we got here? Passage size. You can crawl, which is a passage about 2 to 3 feet wide at its narrowest. You have to get down on your hands and knees and crawl forward. Squeezes, which are passages about 1 to 2 feet wide at its narrowest. And what else we got? Got the caving roll. When you cave, roll 1d6 for your caving roll. This determines... what does it determine? This determines the size of the passage that you're caving through, and then you decide your caving pace. Your odds of success are as follows. Okay, sweet. Modifiers to caving rolls. Oh, and then here's what happens when you fail caving rolls. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. When stuck. Oh, so you can actually get stuck? Well, that makes sense. I mean, if you're in a fucking cave. What else we got here? Caving example. Let's read this. Adelaide. Adelaide is planning to enter into a narrow sewer tunnel, about 3 feet long and about 18 feet wide. The GM informs Adelaide this sewer tunnel is considered a squeeze. Adelaide decides, accordingly, to travel at a creeping pace. This gives her a base chance of 4 and 6 to traverse the tunnel safely. Next, apply the modifiers, both positive and negative. The tunnel has a set of handholds set into the wall from years past, giving Adelaide a +1 in 6 chance. After some deliberation of whether to go in the dark or to carry a torch, she decides to carry a torch, applying 1 in 6 for having a hand occupied. Oh. Furthermore, she has a hefty rucksack on, applying a further 1 in 6 penalty. In total, the modifiers apply a net -1 in 6 chance, reducing Adelaide's total chances down to 3 and 6. So 50% chance. She makes the caving roll and fails. It's time for consequences. She rolls a single d20, attempting to roll under each of her stats. She gets a 12, which is a failure for Con, Dex, Int, and Wiz, but a success for her Strength and Charisma. Oh, so going back to this table on the previous page, so you're rolling for a single d20 for all of those. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I gotta use this. I gotta use this book. Oh man. Okay, anyways. The GM describes these consequences in sequence. Adelaide encounters a small dip in the sewer, forcing her to twist her torso in an odd way, ending up traveling feet first, effectively blinding her as to where she is going. In the middle of the twist, a catch on her backpack is pulled, and something, the GM makes a quick roll and determines it to be her shovel, slides loose, rolling away in the darkness. Finally, due to a contorted maneuver required to traverse the dip, Adelaide's backpack is trapped underneath her, rendering it impossible to reach. Huh. That's pretty dope. I like this a lot. Oh, we got climbing. Oh, alright. Anytime you need to travel up or down at an angle sharper than you can walk, it's climbing. Yeah, I'd agree. You need to hike mountain path. Oh, sorry. You climb to hike mountain paths, to scale fortress walls, to shimmy up cavern ceilings, and to hang off the undersides of great beasts. It's dangerous, like all good things. Okay, so these are actually handled. This is handled very similarly to the other, the crawling. Oh, and then of course falling damage. Gotta have that in there. Falling into water. Oh, so there's actual rules for falling into water. Okay, if you land in water, it's down here. If you land in water, subtract 60 feet worth of damage, 2d20, from the fall. Same goes for piles of mattresses, trampolines, and other soft stuff. It'll save you from certain falls, but after a certain height, you will still go splat. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, and then they have a section down here for, like, how it interacts with caving. That's cool. Let's see what else we got in this book. And tunneling. Okay. When you want to dig, burrow, bore, delve, or otherwise excavate your way through something, you're tunneling. Usually this is digging down or through the earth, but there are many situations beyond. The risks involved in tunneling depend on two factors: the material you're digging through and the size of the tunnel you're making. Oh, so it goes into topsoil, subsoil, substrate soil, and bedrock. Okay, okay. That is cool. Multiple tunnelers. Okay. Tunneling with dynamite. Tunneling straight up. And then we have a system here for generating tunnels. And you use a handful of dice and kind of drop it on papers. Alright, that's cool. Okay, so you could actually make like a really cool like point crawl with this. Oh man, you could generate like a whole like, oh man, I'm coming up with so many ideas. You could have like a monster hunt through these tunnels. Oh man, like imagine fighting in these things. How would that even work? Do they have rules for like fighting in these like tunnels? Oh, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, they go into like shaft sizes, verticality, tunnel sizes, symbols for drawing them. Oh, tunnel warfare. I was just asking about that. Ordinary hand-to-hand combat is messy. It's a brutal affair. The rules and guidelines here are entirely optional. Everything in this book, on some level, is, but the stuff here is doubly so. It will change the ordinary procedures of old school combat in not insignificant ways. Alright, let's see. Weapon length as initiative. Ooh. Alright, so that's kind of like a little bit reminiscent of like AD&D. When combat starts, and it's right here, when combat starts, the combatant with the longest weapon acts first. If they get hit with a shorter weapon, they drop to the end of the initiative order. If two combatants are wielding weapons of the same length, they act simultaneously. Ooh, simultaneous actions. I'm actually not a big fan of simultaneous actions. I use it sometimes in my game, but like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. You get like these weird interactions because it's like everything happens at once, like including movement and spells and missile attacks, and it's just very strange. So it's like, oh, someone can get a hit on you and you can get a hit on them, and it all happens at once. Let's see. Common weapon lengths. Ranged. Ooh, slashing is disadvantaged. Okay. So this takes the whole... So I wonder if by disadvantaged, are they referring to like the 5e definition of disadvantaged? Or is it like, it's just saying you should give them a penalty? Huh, let's see. While in an enclosed space, attacks that require slashing or swinging, like chopping with an axe or striking with a hammer, are at disadvantage. Okay. Well, it doesn't really say, but whatever. Hazards. Remember the physical space. In combat, take a moment to think through the literal combat actions. The location of players and enemies and physical space. Does a shield take up the whole passage? Could a spear even fit through that gap? How much earth does it take to block the tunnel mouth? Use common sense and your spatial reasoning. Okay. Over here we got rare items. That sounds pretty cool. Let's see if we find anything super cool. Has a value through these. Or on these, but it doesn't say if it's in GP or SP or whatever. Also, I have noticed that like this this book takes a lot of like at least like layout wise, it reminds me of a lot of the mothership modules that are kind of designed like this, especially like these little tips at the bottom. It really reminds me of like Pound of Flesh and Gradient Descent, which are both awesome modules. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Lowlife. So let me get back on topic. Alright, Bastard's Moonshine. A handle of potent moonshine that slowly dissolves any stone or metal it touches. Alright, that's amazing. Okay, I like that. I like that. Luminescent chalk. That's a no-brainer. Alright. I like that. Gelganite? Gelganite? Oh, so it's like gel explosives. Oh, that's fucking cool. Lime butter? Sounds delicious. Thick, chalky butter kept inside a thermos, enough to grease 100 feet of a passageway. When warm, lime butter is greasy and slick. When cold, it hardens and solidifies. Okay, cool. Oh, so it's for like getting through small. So like if you grease it, it makes it easier. It gives you a bonus to get through. I like that. Okay, cool. Practical stuff. Oh, we got more. Well, we got spells. These spells can be taken by any magician starting from first level. Okay. So these only have duration, range, and target. So I think these are more for like old school stuff, like probably like BX. Let's check out some of these. Muckwalk. The target can swim through as Muckwalk. The target can swim through muck as if it were water. Alternatively, they can walk or climb across the muck as if it were solid earth. Okay, and that's a level 1 spell. I like it. Sludge form. The target dissolves into a sticky, sludgy liquid. As sludge, so I could turn into like a muck from Pokemon. I like that. As sludge, they move at half speed, but can fit through narrow cracks and stick to walls and ceilings. Alright, awesome. Oh, but you can transform other people into that? Okay, I don't think that should be a level 1 spell. If it if it can essentially like work as a polymorph. And it lasts a turn. Like, yeah, you could turn someone into a muck, right? And then like escape, maybe? Or at the very least, like whoever gets turned into a muck, if you're fighting like a humanoid with a weapon, they wouldn't be able to use their weapon, which is you know, that's cool. Let's see. Vacuum lung. With a mighty gasp, the magician inhales an entire room's worth of air or gas, storing it within their lungs. Ooh. If this is ordinary air, the magician can effectively hold their breath for 1 hour. Otherwise, the magician can hold whatever gas they've just inhaled within their lungs until they need to take another breath. If the inhaled gas is dangerous or toxic, it deals no damage until it is exhaled. Now that is a very inventive spell right there. Like, you could do... Oh man. You could like inhale methane and do like a flamethrower. You could... Hell, actually, it's a room's worth of air, right? So couldn't you like... So if you inhaled the air in the room, would everyone else like asphyxiate? Or... I guess it's up for the GM to answer that one. Let's see what else we got here in this book. Oh, hazards. Oh boy. Of course, we got cave-ins. We got different types of gases. We got explosive gas right here called fire damp. We got gas that'll choke you out, and it's odorless and colorless, so, you know, very fucking deadly. Ooh, and we even have a disease over here. The gutter lung. Lung disease contracted in damp mines and trenches slowly fills the victim's lungs with putrefied matter, like so much gutter mud. Ew. Oh boy. Oh, and you got trench foot. Can't not have trench foot. That's a classic, you know, if you don't change your socks. Let's see, we got flora. Oh, abyss fern. Let's see what this is. Oh, and that's cool. They even have like what you call it, Latin names for them. I like that. That's a nice little touch. An endlessly fractal fern known as the abyss fern, and known to cause madness. The individual fronds infinitely repeat in ever smaller patterns. Abyss ferns only grow in the twilight area of cave mouths that see little sunlight. If you stare too long, you must save versus existential folly or be struck with madness for 2d6 days. I would change that to save versus magic for BX. But it's funny they put existential folly, like someone's going to actually write in a save for that. Let me see if I can pronounce the, no, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. That Latin shit is crazy. Then we got fungi. You know, the thing that nobody wants to put on their on their burgers, because nobody likes mushrooms on their burgers. Although I think they're fucking delicious, especially if they're sautéed. All right, and don't at me on that. We got the bloodsucker puffball. Bright red balls crisscrossed with brown cracks, break open easily, squishy. Okay, so these things drift towards blood and open wounds, and they can like. Oh, so they grow on your wounds. Oh, that's nasty. And they inflict 1 damage every hour? Oh, that's disgusting. Let's see. Solar morsels. Shiny yellow morsels, all spongy and fleshy. Aroma of fresh grass. Bitter flavor. Clusters of spongy mushrooms that, when in direct sunlight, rapidly multiply. If a cluster of solar morsels is held within the light, 1d6 more clusters immediately begin to sprout. Okay. Interesting. So they kind of, they shine, so it's like a way of like illuminating stuff, maybe? Huh. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, now we got the monsters. Let's see what we got here. Oh, and the artwork. Again, the artwork is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at it. Let me zoom in on this. Look at this. Oh, look at this ghoul. This whatever this guy is. Actually, let's read what he is. I think he's a guttering lungers. So he's a guy infected with the gutter lung. They shudder and gasp, whispering incoherently, desperate for fresh air. Not truly undead, but might as well be. Oh, so they have 1 hit dice, 4 HP. They're unarmored. Oh, and they even have stats for like how they're climbing and caving. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Gutter kiss. Save versus oncoming mouth. What does that mean? Save versus oncoming mouth, bro? Like what, bro? I would probably make that like a save versus paralysis, maybe? I don't know. Save versus their mouth, or be grappled by the lunger as their mouth wraps around yours. No damage, but you rapidly begin to suffocate and are exposed to the gutter lung. Oof. Let's check out this guy right here. Oh, and then they even have like Latin names for all the enemies as well. Again, I'm not reading them, but it's a nice touch. That shows like they put in like work in this, which is awesome. Harvest cherubim. Cherubim. A huge centipede, 3 feet wide and 24 feet long, with a human child's face. Alright, that does not look like a child. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay? That might, I mean, maybe somebody kid look like that, but... They possess all of a human's cunning and guile, and the predatory assets of a centipede. While their natural speaking voice is guttural and harsh, they're capable of shifting their voice to match that of a oh, damn! So they hit you with the, help! Help! I'm missing my mother! Help! And, you know, and then of course, like, you know, no self, like, they're not gonna leave a kid down there in a cave, right? Especially if they're talking about how they miss their mom. So like any good adventurers they're at least gonna go check it out, and then at that point, bow. And these things move at double speed, double climb, and they can burrow. And how much damage? So they hit. So these things have 6 hit dice. So they're hitting with +6, and they can paralyze you for 1 to 6 hours. Oof. And they have a 4 and 6 chance to move silently. And also they have a very highly developed sense of smell. So guess what? They can track you. Even if you lose them, they can still smell your sweat. What else we got here? Mason ants. Okay. Capable of tunneling through stone, these insects form huge sprawling cave colonies. Alright, normal ants are bad enough, right? Like fire ants. But like, you make these things big and just... Oh man. Oh wait, so these are regular ants, I think. Are they big? Are they big ants? So they come in swarms. So it says swarms of 500 mason ants. So these are like kind of normal ants, but they just, oh man. Well, no, they're not normal, but you know what I mean. They're normal sized. Let's see. Their largest tunnels are choke sized. What can they do? They can flood you. Oh, and they can go in your mouth? Oh, so they can just like choke you with their body. Oh, that's nasty. And then of course they have the queen. And she can fly. She can lay eggs, and she can coordinate the group. It looks like. Oh, that's terrible, man. Let's see. Precognitive mole. So this mole can see the future? Yeah, looks like it. He can detect about 15 seconds in the future. What? But he doesn't attack you though, so that's cool. Oh, look at this boy right here. We got the Undertaker. Where's Paul Bearer at? Let's see. Grave digging, tune whistling undead. Their songs ensnare the decaying minds of nearby undead, who then oh man, so they can catch other undeads and like order them around. Undeads are endlessly digging, or sorry, undertakers are endlessly digging graves. When they run out of corpses, they send their underlings to go hunt for more. Oh, so these things aren't very good at caving or climbing, but they do whistle. Let's see. They dig tunnels at double speed. They're undead. And, yeah, they're assholes. And then we have a werebat. So, it's a werebat. I don't even really think I need to read through that. Alright. Oh, and then we got a new player class. Oh, cool. The tunnel rat. So, starting equipment. Oh, and they save. They get their armors, weapons, and saves as a thief. That makes sense. Because you wouldn't want to, like, be... You wouldn't want to be weighed down in like plate armor or like a glaive if you're going into tunnels. Let's see. You get gear over here. You get certain you get these abilities to roll from or to use as you level up. So, that's pretty cool. Iron rations, rock connoisseur, and what we got here. Then, of course, we got the index. We got a tattoo list. 1d100 tattoo list. I like that. And then at the end, we have a 1d100 trinkets list. So yeah, this is really awesome. And of course, we have this little adventure here. And as you can see in this, there's no wasted space. And I love any adventure or supplement that doesn't waste any space. Like, all part of this is used for either style or ease of play. This is just amazing. Even the way important information is in bold, and you can easily determine at a glance what what's important, right? Like so here, right here, spells of bones to tools, foul mouth, sludge form, the whispers, and way of worms. So you can just boom, pick that out, and then boom, it's underlined here. Boom, so that leads there. It's really good, and again, it's very reminiscent of Gradient Descent, which is again another great module. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's by the same person. Let's see, it's not, but let's see, who is it by? Shouts out to designed by Sam Sorensen. Shouts out to Sam Sorensen at head of the goat. Illustrations by Suwern Jasinski. Awesome shit with that, and edited by Jarrett Crater. You guys should definitely take a look at this, and if you can get it, I think it's only about $10 on DriveThruRPG. If you like cave supplements, or if you plan on doing like a really underdark campaign or like a deep delving campaign for your OSR game, or your 5e game, or whatever you play, this would be a really great addition to that. And yeah, I'm super impressed with this. But you guys let me know what you think of this supplement in the comments below. And as always, this is Golden Buddha telling you to stay enlightened and stay safe.